Did you know that 69% of all marital conflicts are never truly resolved? That's right, many couples argue about the same things over and over without finding lasting solutions. But here's the shocking part: research shows that couples who can manage conflict well are more likely to stay together and be happier in their relationship. It's not about avoiding disagreements, but how you handle them that makes all the difference. In this video, we'll dive into the secrets behind how healthy couples deal with conflict. You'll learn strategies to stay calm during tense moments, transform disagreements into teamwork, and even use nonverbal cues to improve your communication. We'll also explore why a simple apology can change everything, and how to build a personalized playbook for handling future conflicts. Stick around till the end, and you'll have tools to not just survive conflicts, but use them to strengthen your relationship. Whether you're in a new relationship or have been together for years, these tips will change the way you think about arguments. Ready to unlock the secrets of conflict resolution? Let's dive in. Chapter 1: Love in the heat of the moment. Conflicts are a part of every relationship, but how couples handle them can make all the difference. When emotions run high, it's easy to say things we don't mean, but healthy couples know how to keep their cool. A study by Dr. John Gottman, a leading relationship expert, shows that couples who remain calm during disagreements are more likely to stay together long term. Instead of reacting impulsively, they take a step back, breathe, and allow themselves time to process their emotions. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in these moments. Research has shown that practicing mindfulness, paying full attention to the present moment without judgment, can reduce stress and enhance emotional regulation. When you practice mindfulness, you're less likely to escalate the situation and more likely to listen actively. Another simple strategy is the pause and breathe method. When you feel the tension rising, stop, take a deep breath, and collect your thoughts before responding. Remember, it's okay to take a break. You don't need to solve everything right away. Healthy couples know that it's okay to walk away and cool down, giving themselves the space needed to avoid saying something hurtful in the heat of the moment. Research suggests that stepping away from a conversation for just 20 minutes can help lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and improve communication. During this time, do something calming. You might want to listen to music, meditate, or simply enjoy a quiet moment by yourself. Doing this not only helps you regain emotional balance but also shows your partner that you're committed to resolving things peacefully. It's not about avoiding conflict, but about handling it with respect and care. Chapter 2: From Tension to Teamwork. One of the most powerful shifts in a healthy relationship is seeing conflict as an opportunity to grow together. Instead of fighting against each other, healthy couples know how to turn tension into teamwork. Think of conflict as a challenge you tackle together, not a problem that divides you. Studies have shown that couples who work together to resolve conflicts have better relationship satisfaction. In fact, a 2020 study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that couples who view disagreements as a shared challenge, rather than a personal attack, reported higher levels of happiness and trust. When conflict arises, ask yourself, how can we solve this together? This mindset shift is crucial. For example, instead of blaming each other, try using we language. Instead of saying, "You always do this," say, "We've been in this situation before, how can we handle it differently?" It's a small change, but it makes a big difference in the tone of the conversation. Another strategy is to focus on the goal, resolution, not victory. Healthy couples understand that the goal of a conflict isn't to win or prove who's right, but to find a solution that works for both. Research supports this. Couples who focus on resolution rather than winning have more positive outcomes in their relationships. Becoming a team in conflict also means having each other's backs. Couples who show empathy toward each other, even in tough moments, tend to bond more deeply. Dr. Gottman's research suggests that couples who display empathy during conflict have a 90% chance of maintaining a happy relationship. Lastly, embrace the idea that it's okay to disagree. You don't need to see eye to eye on everything. Healthy conflict resolution is about respect, understanding, and finding common ground. It's not about always agreeing, it's about handling disagreements with love and care. Chapter 3: Silent Signals. The power of nonverbal communication. Sometimes, what's said in a conflict isn't as important as how it's said. Nonverbal communication, like body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions, plays a huge role in how couples interact during disagreements. In fact, research by Dr. Albert Mehrabian, a professor of psychology, shows that 55% of communication is through body language, 38% is tone of voice, and only 7% is the actual words spoken. When you're in a disagreement, your posture, facial expressions, and even how far apart you stand from your partner can speak volumes. If you cross your arms, avoid eye contact, or roll your eyes, your partner might feel dismissed or disrespected. Healthy couples are aware of these signals and take care to keep their body language open and inviting. Try standing facing your partner, maintaining soft eye contact, and keeping your arms uncrossed. These nonverbal cues can help de-escalate tension and keep the conversation flowing. Another strategy is paying attention to your tone of voice. Harsh tones or sarcasm can make your partner feel defensive, even if you're not trying to hurt them. Aim for a calm, steady voice. A soft tone helps prevent the conversation from turning into an argument. Smiling can also play an unexpected role in conflict resolution. It may seem counterintuitive, but smiling, even when you're upset, can signal to your partner that you're not attacking them. In fact, research shows that couples who smile during arguments are more likely to resolve conflicts peacefully. Smiling releases endorphins, which can help reduce stress and make you feel more connected. Lastly, listen actively. The best way to understand your partner's point of view is by giving them your full attention. Put away distractions, make eye contact, and use nonverbal cues to show you're engaged. A simple nod or leaning in slightly can show that you're present and care about what they're saying. These nonverbal signals can make or break a conflict resolution conversation. Healthy couples use them to foster connection, create empathy, and ensure that both parties feel heard and respected. In the end, what's not said can sometimes matter more than what is. If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more strategies on how to build a stronger, happier relationship. Chapter 4, The Art of the Apology. Making it matter. An apology can heal a lot of wounds, but it has to be genuine. It's not about saying sorry just to end the argument, it's about understanding the hurt, taking responsibility, and showing your partner you care. Dr. John Gottman, a renowned relationship expert, has found that successful couples are quick to apologize and take ownership of their actions, but the key is making the apology meaningful. Research from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships shows that heartfelt apologies can lead to greater relationship satisfaction and trust. When apologizing, avoid the sorry but trap. Instead of saying, "I'm sorry, but you made me do it," simply own up to your part. This helps to avoid blame and lets your partner feel that you're genuinely taking responsibility for your actions. A real apology should include both remorse and a commitment to change. A simple "I am truly sorry for how I acted, and I'll work on doing better" can go a long way in mending the relationship. A powerful tool in offering a meaningful apology is the empathy-first approach. Research shows that when you start by expressing understanding of how your actions made your partner feel, they're more likely to forgive you. For example, "I can see how what I said hurt you, and I really regret that." This helps your partner feel validated, which is a crucial step in moving forward. It's also important to give your partner time to process the apology. Sometimes, people need a little space before they can fully forgive and move on. Forcing forgiveness or expecting things to get better instantly can actually stall progress. Healthy couples know that patience is key. A 2017 study from the Journal of Marriage and Family found that couples who allowed each other time to reflect after an apology were more successful in resolving conflicts. Lastly, make sure your actions align with your apology. A genuine apology is only as good as your follow-through. If you continue repeating the same mistakes without effort to change, the apology loses its impact. Healthy couples focus on growth after a conflict, showing that they're committed to learning from their mistakes. Chapter 5, Turning Conflict into Connection. Contrary to what many believe, conflict doesn't have to pull you apart, it can bring you closer together. The key is turning each disagreement into an opportunity for emotional connection. Dr. Sue Johnson, a clinical psychologist and author of Hold Me Tight, explains that conflict can trigger a deeper emotional bond when approached with care. In fact, Healthy couples often report feeling more emotionally connected after resolving a conflict, as long as both partners are open and vulnerable during the process. One of the best ways to use conflict to strengthen your connection is by practicing active listening. Active listening is more than just hearing words, it's about truly understanding your partner's feelings. Research by the Harvard Business Review found that couples who practice active listening during conflicts have better communication and higher relationship satisfaction. Another strategy is validating your partner's feelings. When your partner feels understood, they're less likely to feel defensive or angry. For instance, if your partner expresses frustration, saying something like, "I understand why you feel upset, and I want to make this right," can help diffuse tension. Validation helps both partners feel heard and respected, laying the foundation for a deeper connection. In addition to validating feelings, make sure you share your own emotions in a vulnerable way. Instead of only pointing out what your partner did wrong, explain how their actions made you feel. This opens the door for empathy, as your partner can understand your emotional experience and respond with care. A unique strategy for turning conflict into connection is using humor. It's important to know when humor is appropriate, but when used in the right way, humor can help de-escalate a tense situation. Couples who use humor in conflicts tend to lower their stress levels and find creative solutions together. Just make sure the humor isn't at your partner's expense, but rather something that lightens the mood and brings the two of you closer. Lastly, after resolving the conflict, check in with each other. Sometimes, emotional wounds take a little longer to heal. A simple "Are you okay?" or "How do you feel now?" can show that you're genuinely concerned about your partner's well-being and are committed to maintaining a loving connection. Chapter 6: Creating Your Conflict Playbook. Every couple is different, which means there's no one-size-fits-all approach to conflict resolution. What works for one couple might not work for another, which is why creating your own conflict playbook is essential. A playbook is a set of strategies and guidelines that help you navigate disagreements in a way that works for both of you. Start by establishing ground rules for your arguments. Healthy couples often set boundaries around their disagreements, like no name-calling, no yelling, and no bringing up past issues. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Family Psychology found that couples who set clear rules for how they argue are less likely to experience negative emotions during conflicts. Another important strategy in your conflict playbook is learning to recognize and avoid toxic patterns. Every couple has certain triggers or repetitive issues that cause conflict. Healthy couples know these patterns and actively work to change them. For example, if you tend to argue late at night when you're both exhausted, agree to save discussions for the daytime when you're more alert. Recognizing these triggers can help prevent unnecessary tension. Next, create a cool-down routine that works for both of you. After a heated argument, it's essential to de-escalate and reset. One couple might go for a walk, while another might listen to calming music or meditate together. This step helps both partners regain their emotional equilibrium and prepare for a productive conversation. It's also helpful to have a system for checking in regularly. Healthy couples don't wait for big conflicts to address their issues. Instead, they schedule regular check-ins where they can express their feelings openly. This prevents small issues from building up into bigger problems. A study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that couples who check in with each other about their emotional needs have stronger, more resilient relationships. Finally, create a reconnection ritual after a conflict. After you've resolved an issue, it's important to reinforce your emotional bond. This could be a hug, a thank you for working through the issue together, or simply spending time together doing something enjoyable. Rituals like these help partners remember that even though they fight, their love and respect for each other remain strong. Creating a conflict playbook isn't about avoiding disagreements, it's about handling them in a way that brings you closer. By developing a personalized approach to conflict, you'll be able to manage challenges more effectively, with love and respect at the core of every discussion. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more relationship tips and tricks. Let's keep building stronger, happier connections together.